Today I'm gonna show you my sources from www.sunnah.com. You can see all the hadiths accepted by Sunnah Muslims in this website. And this website does not contain any hadith that contradiction with Quran. Let's not forget about it. A hadith only would consider sahih when they are related with Quran and teachings of Muhammad. So let's get with starting our first hadith. It came from Sahih al-Bukhari. For the ones who don't know Bukhari, he has the biggest collection of hadiths. He collects from all over the Mecca and Arab countries. So let's start with looking at our first hadith. It came from Sahih al-Bukhari. For the ones who don't know Bukhari, he has the biggest hadith collection in the world. He collects most of them, and he is the most reliable Muslim source after the Quran. So you can't deny his hadith. And narrated Aisha that the Prophet married her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old. Hisham said, "I have been informed that Aisha remained with the Prophet for 9 years, till Muhammad dies." So we all know when that they married. And if that's enough, I have so many more hadiths. Let's look at those now. If that's not enough, let's look at our other hadiths. This time I used Aisha and those keywords to search hadiths. And there are, let me find my favorite one. Narrates Aisha, again Sahih al-Bukhari. I used to play with dolls in the presence of Muhammad Prophet, and my girlfriends also used to play with me. When the Allah's apostles used to enter my dwelling place, they used to hide themselves, but the Prophet would call them and join and play with me. The playing with dolls and similar images is forbidden. It's haram to play with dolls, but it was allowed for Aisha at that time, as she was a little girl and not yet reached of the age of poverty. So as you can guys see, she was married at a young age, and she was allowed to play with dolls. It's not something a matured woman can do, because it's a haram, and they might get beheaded from, Muslims. This Muslim things. If you quit from being a Muslim, we all know the ending. So, is there a very nice ones that I can look for? Aisha said, I used to play with dolls in the presence of Muhammad. May Allah bless him and grant him peace. And my friends would play with me. When the Messenger of Allah, may bless him and grant him peace, entered, they would hide from him, and he would call them to join and play with me. So Muhammad, I guess, he was watching them when they play with dolls. I used to play with dolls when I was with the Messenger of Allah, and he used to bring my friends to play with me. So the thing is, Muhammad told Aisha, oh, call your friends and you guys play with dolls, cause you girls still so young, so that's not haram for you guys. Yeah. And we can check his age, and yeah, there are so many hadiths that proves Aisha was 6 years old when they get married, and they consummate the marriage when she was 9. Is there another hadith that says otherwise? No, I can't see any of them. If you want, you can check. That's the website. That's sunnah.com. Contains every hadith. And if you think, oh, that must be a lie, okay, those are your sources, told me the truth. Find the truth for me, okay? So, what are the Muslims doing? Oh, this hadith must be wrong, because we have another hadith that lies those hadiths. So let's start with first lie that Muslims told that proved to Aisha was more than 10 or 9 years old. So that's the perfect question about the issue. Another Muslim website, islamweb.net. The question asked by Muslim, answered by Muslim as well. It's about Aisha's age as well. And let me give a little bit summary. If you want to read, you can pause the video and read all of that. So question is, Aisha is quoted as saying, I was already a young girl in Arabic Sharia when chapter Al-Kamal was relieved. And we know that only after 7 years Al-Kamal was relieved. Only after 7 years after that they got married. So she can't be less than, she can't be 9 years old. She must too much be older than that. That's what they have been asking. Let the answer focus solely on the narration. 4925 of Al-Bukhari. Many thanks. That's the question they ask. There are many versions of this hadith, and one of them is from here. They give it to that. I was a young girl playing when the verse of Allah, which means this is the verse from the Quran, was relieved. So let's look at how they answered it. First of all you should know that oldest age is that report about Aisha when the Prophet ﷺ consumed to marriage with her is 10 years old. That's giving the sources. How did they get information? Al-Tamad is the book. He said that most authentic narration is regard to the chain of narrators is the one narrated by Hisham ibn Urha, who reported from his father from Aisha that the Prophet ﷺ consumed marriage with her when she was 9 years old. Al-Bukhari and Muslim sources approves that. So there is no contradiction between two hadiths actually. All they are saying is her age was 3 or 4 years old when this verse relieved. My pronunciation is getting worse and worse. Her age was 3 years old or 4 years old, according to different narrations, which state that she consummated her marriage at the age of 9 or 10. At this age, the consciousness of 3 or 4 years a young girl is consciousness. So there's summaries. They're saying that it's a memory from her past. She remembered that when she was 3 or 4 years old. She remembered that when I was 3 years old, there was a verse that relieved. I remember that. This is the hadith. That's the hadith. Okay. So there is no contradiction. They accepted that hadiths. They both both of the hadiths that I look at from here and this, they are both accepted. The only thing is what Aisha means with young girl is 3 or 4 years old, and after 7 years old they get married, so she must be more likely maximum 10 years old. That's what they are saying. So there's no mistake been made. The second lie about Aisha's age is this a little bit more funny version of it. Fatima was born at the time of reconstruction of the Kaaba when the Holy Prophet was 35 years old. Okay, there's a hadith say that. Yeah, there's a hadith. We are gonna look at a little bit later. This tradition goes on to narrate that. I'm not gonna read that. They say that there was only 5 years old 5 years age difference between Fatima, which is Muhammad's daughter, and Aisha. Fatima 5 years older than the Aisha, and that means that when Prophet was 40 years old, Aisha was born. So if you both add 14 to their age, 0 plus 14 is 14, and Prophet 40 plus 14, 54. So this, if this hadith is true, it means that she really consumed the marriage with him at 14 or 15 years old. But that's the problem starts there. I never seen this hadith before anyone told me, and I never found that hadith any other website before here. You can show me a Reddit as a Muslim sources, so I'm not gonna accept it. No one is talking about this hadith, but they're trying to use this hadith to show, oh, of course Aisha was older than that. Yeah, nice try. That's not even a Sunni hadith. We are gonna look at that from a little bit while. It might be from another sources, but I don't know why Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, or any other hadith writer didn't care about this hadith, or they rejected hadith. I don't know why did they that. Maybe there wasn't hadith. This hadith wasn't true at all, so they ignored it because of that. We don't know. We are never gonna know about that because we don't have a time machine. So only thing we can do is ignore that hadith because it's not in our sources. Let's try to keywords of Fatima and reconstruction. Show me if there is a hadith like that. Oh, there isn't any. That's weird. Now let's try to search for Fatima and 24, 35. There isn't about anything like that. Fatima Kaaba. Oh, there is one. Wow. Is there anything talking about reconstruction? Nope, there isn't. I'm sorry, guys. You can't ever prove this hadith. I'm sorry. Oh, babe. Maybe there's about Fatima reconstruction. Did you mean to search for Fatima destruction? Nope. Sorry, there were no results found. So that's what our sources saying. There isn't such a hadith. We all know her age when they get married. There isn't any sources that we can trust is saying otherwise. So that's the end of conservation. And I don't know why even Muslims try to reject that she was 9 years old. Let's talk about it now. Quran isn't even reject the idea of marrying with a 9 years old, so I don't know why is that really a big problem for them. Let's try to look at the verse from Quran. 64, I write it wrong, 65 verse 4. Surah of At-Talaq. As for your woman past the age of menstruation, in case you don't know, the waiting period is 3 months, and those who have not menstruated as well. As for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with the delivery, and whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make their matters easy for them. So, what this verse is literally saying is, for the ones, let me explain the verse first of all. This verse is about marriage and divorce. If you are a Muslim woman and you get divorced, you have to wait 3 months before get married again. So, for the women are pregnant and they not getting any menstruation at all because of their past age, their waiting period is 3 months. And it's same for the non-menstruated as well. If you look at the other translations, they will tell you it's the same for the ones who have not menstruated yet. Oh, you might not believe it, but look at the commentaries about that. What they are telling about that verse. I'm just gonna get commentaries. Quran. Where's my favorite website? I want to look at all the. They're telling about the same thing, so don't tell me I'm picking a website right now. I just want to look at the old ones at all. Yeah, I want to look at all the ones. I want to look at all the. I'm not telling you. So I don't even know why the Muslims reject the idea of Muhammad and Aisha get married at 9 years old, when she was 9 years old, because Quran doesn't prevent that to happen actually. Let's look at a verse from a Quran. As your woman past the age of menstruation, in case you do not know, the waiting period is 3 months, and those who have not menstruated as well. As for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery, and whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make their matter easy for them. Okay, let me explain what this verse is about. This surah is about marriage and divorce. If you're a Muslim woman and you get divorced, you have to wait 3 months to get married again. And it's for the same for the pregnant woman, same for the woman past the age of menstruation, and it's the same for the who have not menstruated as well. If you look at the other translations, you will see that, oh, it's the same for the girls who have not menstruated as well. But if you don't believe me, it's okay. Let's look at what the commentaries says about this verse. Let's look at the Ibn al-Kathir. He is the most authentic tafsir writers. He writes the most authentic, reliable tafsir book of Quran. It's the most popular one because it's easy to read. And let's say what he's saying about the verse. I'm just gonna, I kind of bored, so it's the same for the young who have not reached in years of menstruation. It's from Abbas this time, and because they are too young, that's a funny one, so let me read it. And for those women, as for despair of menstruation because of old age, if you doubt about their waiting period, their period of waiting shall be 3 months. Upon which another man asked, O Messenger of Allah, what about the waiting period of those who have not have menstruation because they are old, because of their young? Along with those who have not said because of young age, their waiting period is the same as 3 months. And I am gonna tell that there's no waiting period if they didn't have slept with another man. So if they didn't have slept, there's no waiting period. But there is waiting period. And all of because of their young age, all of the commentaries will say the same thing. That's what's happening in the Muslim countries. If they approve Sharia law. That's all, guys. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, you can like and subscribe. And if you dislike the video, probably you're gonna swear at me and curse me at the comment section right now. So see you later.